every single thing you do on social media is taking you closer and closer to achieving your goals. So your goals could be to build an audience, your goal could be to build a mailing list, your goal could be to make sales, your goals could be to just get your brand name out there. Whatever your goal is, everything you do on social media should take you closer to achieving that specific goal.
This is the Business Owners Smashing It Online podcast for entrepreneurs and business owners looking for cool online tools, apps and strategies to make business easy online. My name is Nik Cree and I'm your host. Each episode features a guest expert demystifying the online universe, sharing inspirational ideas and providing tested real-world strategies to help you get the most of what's available online to grow your business today. Don't be a slave to your business, get your business working for you. Subscribe now and get some great content and ideas for you and your business today. All right, so now it's time for our guest presenter today, who is Corinna Essa. Are you there, Corinna? Just see if she's back. Yep, she's here.
I am.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let me give a bit of an intro to Corinna. She owns a social media marketing company called Social Media Worldwide, and she helps businesses around the world leverage the power of social media without doing any of the legwork. So she does work globally. In fact, she is global at the moment. She is here talking to us from Dubai. So it's lunchtime over in Dubai. She does live on the Gold Coast, but she's managed to get over there. Hopefully you'll be able to get back safely and okay as well too. So I'll give you a bit of background. She's worked with Sky Business News, working with Women Magazine, Y Magazine, Tasmanian Times, Channel 7 and 101 FM. She's the author of 2 best-selling books. One of them is Money on Demand, the 16 fastest ways of becoming a millionaire online, and Reach, the secrets to converting your social media audience into your network marketing downline fast. So she shares her marketing strategies to people around the world, and she's helped businesses from Australia, New Zealand, UAE, Switzerland, US, UK. So really is global. And her key thing is she helps them to get consistent returns on their social media marketing efforts. So let's give a warm round of applause to Corinna.
Thanks so much. Thank you for this, and it's so nice to see so many familiar faces as well. Aldwin, a big shout out to Aldwin. In fact, a lot of the media outlets that I was featured in was thanks to Aldwin, by the way, so I have to say that. And also great to see Ron on the call as well, and Foxy. I recognize that they come to most of my webinars, so great to have you on this live stream. I want everyone to take notes and ask questions, as this is interactive. So any questions that you have, just type them in the chat and I'll make sure to answer all of them. If there's anything you want clarified or any help with your business, let me know. So let's get started here. Nik, you happy for me to start? I'll take that as a yes.
Go ahead. Sorry, just trying to get to my mic.
All right, so how to make your small business impossible to resist on social media and stop making your business fade into the background of the other 744 businesses that launch every hour. That's right, there's 744 businesses that launch every hour, and it can be really tricky to stand out from all that noise. So I'll show you a few tips and tricks on how to do that. So this webinar is for you if you have a business or product and would like a step-by-step proven system for promoting it on social media. If you've been spinning your wheels when it comes to social media marketing, I was listening to the audience members sharing about their businesses and their challenges with social media. So you're definitely in the right place here. And if you want a consistent flow of qualified leads, and if you understand that social media is a marathon, not a sprint, and it takes time, and I think that's really important. If there's one thing you take from this presentation, I hope is that you have to be consistent to get any results on social media. And if you want to grow an audience that likes you and trusts you and spreads the word about you, then this webinar is definitely for you. And if you want to do less on social media and achieve more, there are a lot of things that we do on social media that are time wasting, that don't bring anything, but there are a few powerful features that you can leverage on social media that can bring you all the traffic and the leads that you need. And that's what I'll be discussing in this webinar. So the first step is strategic plan. So if you're taking notes, now is the time to write down step one, put together strategic plan. I always tell people, don't do anything on social media until you have a strategic plan. So what is a strategic plan? It's simply the summary of everything you plan to do and plan to achieve using social networks. So when we put them together for businesses, it's just a Word document that explains what we'll do, when we'll do it, and what the goals are. That's all it is. So why do you need a strategic plan? It holds you accountable, first of all. Anyone from your team can execute it at any time. I know that with some businesses, I know especially small business owners, their secretary maybe or their assistant will do a bit on social media, maybe some of their children will, or any other family members. And the social media tasks get passed around, and what happens is that it's not consistent, it's not the same voice, it's not aligned with the brand's mission and vision. And so it's just so obvious when that happens. That's why it's really important to have a strategic plan and a content plan so that you know exactly what to post, when to post it, and why you're doing it. And also, you need a strategic plan because it ensures you're taking all the steps necessary to achieve your goals. So you're not skipping anything. Every single thing you do on social media is taking you closer and closer to achieving your goals. So your goals could be to build an audience. Your goal could be to build a mailing list. Your goal could be to make sales. Your goals could be to just get your brand name out there. Whatever your goal is, everything you do on social media should take you closer to achieving that specific goal. And it also sets your priorities right. A lot of people don't really know what's the most important for them to achieve. And with a strategic plan, you'll know exactly what you should be doing first and then what's secondary. So it sets your priorities right and it gives you a sense of direction. And I think that what's been missing with small businesses and their social media is a sense of direction, not really knowing why they're on social media, what they're meant to do. And just type in me in the chat if you feel that's been the case for you. If you feel that you haven't had really a sense of direction, you know you have to be on social media, but you don't really know what the end result should be. So if that's the case, just type in me in the chat box because I'm definitely talking to you guys. And another reason you need a strategic plan is it increases your productivity. I know how tempting it is, and I'm a victim of this as well. How tempting it is to go browse other people's profiles, watch videos, read quotes, and do all sorts of things that are so unproductive on social media. I'm not saying to stop doing that if that's what you like doing, by all means, but with a strategic plan, you log in, you first do what is outlined in your strategic plan to do on that day, and then you can do whatever else you want to do, watch videos, browse other people's profiles, etc. So it definitely increases your productivity. I found that every time I was going to do a task on social media that wasn't outlined in my strategic plan, and I logged in and I looked at the news feed, next thing you know, I'm watching videos of dancing dogs and cats, and then I completely forget what I was meant to do. So definitely have a strategic plan. It will increase your productivity. Step number 2 is optimizing your social media presence. So it's important to have on social media to be really the shining example of success, right? So how do you do that? Well, you need to make sure that your bio is the right bio. So in terms of the bio, it needs to outline who you are, what you do, who you help, and how you help people. A lot of people say random things in their bio, that they're married, have children, etc. And sometimes that information is not relevant. And to be honest, a lot of people don't care. They just care about whether you can help them or not. That's really what they care about. So in the bio, because you don't have a lot of room to share your life story, just make sure that you're really, really clear about who you are, who you help, how you help people. So for example, if you were a fitness coach, you would say Sydney-based fitness coach passionate about helping men over 40 reach their target weight, for example. So it's really clear who you are and who you help. And also having a headline or what I call a marketing hook, which is a short sentence that captures your target audience's attention in a few seconds. They used to say that you had a few seconds to capture your target audience's attention. I think that now that 7 seconds is down to 2 seconds just because there's so much noise out there. So if your marketing hook doesn't capture your audience's attention within a few seconds, then you're doing something wrong. So going back to the Sydney-based fitness instructor, let's say, example, your marketing hook could be attention, men over 40, how to reach your ideal weight, even if you're time poor, something like that. So it really captures the attention of your target audience. And you put that marketing hook on your banner. So Facebook and Pinterest and LinkedIn, most social media platforms, in fact, apart from Instagram, allow you to have what we call a banner. And a banner is like your shop front. It's really where you put all the important information about your business. So you can really customize what you do, but also stand out from all the noise. Make sure that you look different from anyone else. The banner is the prime real estate of your social media account, because that's what people see at first, right? So the first few seconds where you have their attention, that's what they're going to look at. And I've seen so many banners that are not customized. Some of them are left blank. Some of them have random pictures. Some of them have uploaded pictures that don't even fit, and so the text is cut off. And a lot of the banners are generic, so we don't really know what the business is. And I always tell people, your audience shouldn't be burning calories trying to figure out what you do. So remember that. If I want you to look at your social media banners and think, well, someone who's never heard of me, would they know what my business does, and would they see whether I can help them or not? And more often than not, when you do this, you'll notice that maybe you should customize your banner a bit further. So that's something to look at. And have a profile picture. If you're the face of your business, put a headshot of you. Try and avoid pixelated pictures or pictures of you that have been cropped. You want a nice headshot of you if you're the face of the business. So for example, Tony Robbins, he's the face of the business, so he puts a headshot of himself. But brands like Nike, for example, they don't really have someone who's the face of the business, so they have a logo. So with profile pictures, you have two choices: a headshot of you or a logo if you're not the face of the business. And of course, your banners. Make sure that your banners include your marketing hook, your website URL, and pictures of your target audience, so your target audience can relate. So if you're helping men over 40 who are time poor, then make sure that the picture you choose for your banners illustrate that, really display your target audience. If you help mothers, then show pictures of mothers with their children. So it's really important that your banners actually display pictures of your target audience. So when your audience comes across your social media accounts, they can relate. And calls to action. Make sure that you have calls to action anywhere you can. So for example, on your banners, you can have a call to action on your banners. On Facebook, below the banner, there's a call to action. Now, with calls to action on social media, it's important that they're low commitment calls to action. So don't necessarily invite people to buy, because people usually, with selling online, it's usually a 7-touch sale. So it takes people maybe 7 touches before they actually buy from you. I would say it's 20, but statistics say it's 7 touches. So don't expect people to land on your social media profiles and buy straight away, because usually your social media represents the first touch. So I wouldn't have high commitment calls to action like buy this right now, because chances are they won't. They haven't gone through the whole process, the buying process. So you want low commitment calls to action, give them something for free. So maybe you want to give a free report. Maybe you want them to check out your website. Maybe you want them to check out your videos. Well, what I do with my calls to action on social media, and you can see this on my Facebook page, is that my call to action is for them to check out my YouTube channel. So it's really low commitment. I'm not asking them to buy anything because I know they wouldn't anyway, but I'm asking them to also check out my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel has plenty of content. So I know that if they watch one video, chances are they'll watch a second one and a third one, and the 7 touches will happen usually on YouTube, because they can then subscribe to my YouTube channel, they can watch another video, they can download the free reports I give away as part of my videos. So I know that I will build the relationship much faster, and therefore cut the time in half between when they get to know me first and when they buy. So that's why my call to action on Facebook is to YouTube. But for you, it could be another call to action, as long as it's a low commitment call to action. That's really important. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, is that they have high commitment calls to action on social media, and that's why they wonder, well, how come I'm not selling anything? Especially coaches. I see coaches saying, hey, buy my coaching, and the coaching is several $100s. It's going to be really tricky to get someone who's never heard of you before, just come across you on social media somehow, and then get them to fork out a few $100s for coaching. They don't know you. Why would they want advice from you? So this is why you really have to have low commitment calls to action. I think I've said that about 10 times, so I will move on now. So just to give you an idea here, what a banner looks like, our profile picture is our logo. Here is our marketing hook. In terms of pictures, we've chosen pictures that reflect our target audience, which it's small business owners. So we have solopreneurs like photographers, we've got musicians, we've got local businesses. So you can really see that we display our target audience, small business owners. And then in terms of the bio, again, we underline who we are, what we do, and how we help people. We don't need to say that, we've written best-selling books, that we've done a TEDx talk or anything, because people really don't care so much about that. They care about whether we can help them or not. So notice how I don't say that we've been featured in the media. I don't talk about best-selling books. I don't talk about these things, because I know that that's not really what people care as much about. They care whether, hey, can you help me? And on Facebook, the banner is a video, because the great thing about Facebook is you can have a video. So if a picture is 1,000 words, then video is 1,000,000 words, right? You can say so much more with video. So that's why I chose to have a video banner on Facebook, because on Facebook you're allowed to. And as you can see at the end here of my video, my call to action is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So very low commitment call to action. And then step number 3 is building your audience. So just to recap, the first step was putting together a strategic plan. The second step was to optimize your social media accounts, because it is very important to make a good first impression. If you come across as unprofessional, unestablished on social media, it can only have a negative effect, and it's so easy to fix. It's so easy to optimize your accounts. Then step number 3 is building your audience. There's so many ways to build your audience. I'll tell you what I've been doing lately that works really well. But again, if you have other strategies that work well for you, stick to them, that's fine. One of them that is really, really effective is what we call referral contests. So it's contests, giveaways, but on steroids. So what I mean is, basically, you offer something of great value. So here in this example, it's a 2-night holiday. So that's of great value. And then for them to increase their chances of winning, they have to share the contest with 3 friends. So with referral contests, where one of the requirements to enter is to share the contest, you get to benefit from a lot of word of mouth. And word of mouth is powerful, and it's free. And when you consider the fact that everyone on social media has on average 140 contacts, 140 friends, then that can be really, really powerful. Even if only 10 people share your contest, which they will, if they're entering it, they will, then you could potentially have access just like that for free to an extra 1,400 eyeballs. So that's why referral contests are very, very powerful. And there are a lot of tools out there that allow you to set them up. So you just fill in the blanks and it creates this beautiful referral contest for you. It tracks the entries, and it can also pick for you a winner randomly. So you can manually pick the winner, or you can get the tool that you're using to randomly pick a winner for you. So referral contests are a very, very powerful way to build an audience. So this is what happens with a referral contest. Once people enter their contact details, they should be redirected to another page where it says, hey, follow our social media channels. You get 3 extra entries if you share this on Facebook, an extra entry if you like our Facebook page, 3 extra entries if you tweet about this. So you can see there's so many ways that people can spread the word about you and your contest to get extra entries and to increase the chances of winning. So it's really a win-win situation. You're taking advantage of word of mouth, and they're also increasing the chances of winning whatever it is that you're giving away. So referral contests are a great way to build your audience. Another great way, and that's if you have a budget for it, is through paid advertising. With paid advertising like Facebook ads and Instagram ads and LinkedIn ads, with just a few dollars, you can basically advertise your landing pages or your social media accounts to build a bigger audience. So with just a few clicks and a few dollars, you can get started. I always tell people, because a lot of the questions I get is, how much should I spend on Facebook ads? And there isn't really a clear answer to that. First of all, it's how much can you afford, of course, but also I always tell people, start small, regardless of what your budget is. Start small, start with $100, $200 and see what it gets you. And then maybe fine tune your ads, fine tune your message, and then slowly increase your budget. We started with a budget of just a few $100s. Now, a few years later, we're spending $10,000, but it happened gradually. Just because we fine-tuned our message, fine-tuned and optimized our ads, and now we know our numbers, so we know what we can get with $10,000. So until you really know your numbers, I wouldn't go and splurge on any paid advertising. Start small, start with promoting your Facebook page, then see how that goes. Then start promoting maybe your website, your landing page, and gradually, as you fine tune and tweak and optimize, you can add more budget once you know your numbers a bit better. So paid advertising is really a powerful way to quickly build an audience. So especially if you're just starting out, if you have a Facebook page, but hasn't done anything, you're still stuck at the 100, 200 fans, what you can do to reach 1,000, because I think that based on my experience, things start happening on social media once you have 1,000 and above followers. So if you don't have that, anything less than 1,000, you'd really be struggling to get anywhere with your social media marketing efforts. Things start to move from 1,000 and above. And I want you to write down this number, because that's the main goal I want you to achieve first. A lot of people are so eager to make sales, but build your audience first. That's really what's important, because without an audience, you can't make any sales anyway. You can't benefit from word of mouth either. So your main goal shouldn't be so much about making a profit. It should be about building an audience. And at the 1,000 audience members mark, that's when you start really seeing results. So you don't hear crickets when you post something, because I've seen that a lot. People have maybe 100, 200 fans, and they keep on promoting their products over and over again, and they wonder why nothing happens. And I say, well, nothing has happened, first of all, because your audience is too small. So of course it's a numbers game. With marketing, it's a numbers game. And also you haven't nurtured that audience. You haven't built that audience. You haven't nurtured. All you've done is you've asked them to buy things from you. So build the audience, give them great information, just like Nik does half an hour sharing amazing tools, which I have so many notes from this, just like Nik did, just sharing great tools. That's really what you want to be doing, sharing great tips with people, great insights. And use the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time you're sharing great information, 20% of the time you're making an offer. Another way to build your audience is through influencers. So an influencer is basically someone who's got a big audience on social media. So not to be confused with celebrities, because celebrities also have a big audience on social media, but influencers have a big audience on social media, but it's a niche audience. It's a very specific targeted audience. So for example, beauty influencers will have a big audience of people interested in beauty related products and information. Let's say a fitness influencer would have a big audience, but of people interested in fitness. So you want to leverage their power. A lot of influencers, they get paid in order to endorse other products. So what you can do is you can reach out to some influencers, create maybe a list of 20 potential influencers and reach out to them either through their website or on social media, and offer them to either pay them upfront to promote your business, or pay them a percentage of the sales. Or maybe if you can say, well, if you promote me, I'll promote you in exchange. Just negotiate whatever works for them. A lot of influencers have a pretty standard way of working with brands, so they will tell you, well, this is how I work with brands. Take it or leave it. That's fine as well. If it feels like a win-win, take up their offer, because it is very powerful, because you're tapping into their audience and the name they've built for themselves. So in a way, you're shortcutting a lot of steps you'd have to take yourself of building an audience and nurturing your relationship with your audience. They've done that already, and you're asking them to endorse you. There are websites actually and services that put you in touch with influencers that do the negotiation for you. So if you type in Google influencer marketing agencies, you will find there's a lot of agencies that provide that actual service. They actually look for influencers on your behalf and negotiate with influencers on your behalf. So if you have a budget for that, and you don't want to be doing all the work yourself and following up and reaching out to them and creating a list, there are these agencies that do that for you. So influencer marketing also a great way to build your audience really fast. But of course, it does require you to have a budget for it, because it's not free. Step number 4 is using funnels to convert your audience. And this is a great book. I took this from a book called The Ultimate Sales Machine. Now, if you're into business books, then check it out. I've really enjoyed this book. It's a business book, so if it's your thing to read business books, definitely check this one out, The Ultimate Sales Machine. And basically, it describes how you generate demand for your service and your products. And you can see here that only really 3% of your audience are usually ready to buy from you at any given time, only 3%. So how do you actually make sure that you turn the people who are maybe not interested, or think they're not interested, or not thinking about your product, to being ready to buy from you? Well, you need to have funnels in order to do so. So how do you create a funnel? What does a funnel look like? I'll give you an example of a funnel I've been running for years. I think it's about 4 years now that I've been running this funnel, and it's working really, really well. It's one of the 3 funnels that I use for my business, and this is the highest performing one. So it starts off with, I'm giving away a free report. And the free report is all about 3 simple Facebook banner tips. So really, really basic information showing people how to really optimize their Facebook page. And people can download it for free in exchange for the name and email. So I'm building my email list like that. And then after they've secured their copy, what I do is I upsell them to something that is $7. And the reason why it's only $7 is because, again, I want to make sure that it's a low commitment call to action, because it's really hard to go from free to $1,000 product. So I sell something after that for $7, and usually the $7 helps me cover my marketing costs. or break even. Basically, I don't make a profit on that $7. It just basically helps me pay for my advertising on Facebook and on Instagram for my landing page. So it's a great way when you have a small upsell after a landing page to cover your marketing costs. So don't expect to make any profit, but basically that $7 is paying for the lead you just got. So this is how I do it, and this has allowed me to build a big list without forking out any money. I'm breaking even thanks to the $7 upsell. And this is just to show you what they're getting. They get a strategic plan template and training. This is what they get for $7. I give them my strategic plan template and the training on how to complete that strategic plan. So this is the $7 offer. So a good offer for only $7. So you need to be thinking about your landing page, what you're going to be giving away for free, but also what you'll be offering for maybe $5 or $10 or $15, so that you can cover your marketing costs. Then, just to give you here, let me see. This is the ad that I'm using in order to advertise my landing page. You can see not only am I getting from the traffic from this ad a lot of people back to my landing page, but I'm also benefiting from word of mouth. This ad so far has been shared 79 times. So when you think about it, that's a lot of free views I'm getting, because every person who shares has on average 140 contacts. So you can really benefit from word of mouth. That's what I love about Facebook ads, because yes, you have to pay for Facebook ads, but you get a lot of free exposure thanks to Facebook ads, because people can share your ads. And the proof is in the pudding here. You can see how this ad has been shared 79 times so far. And that's free for me, free exposure. So you get a lot from doing Facebook. A lot of people say Facebook ads, they can be quite expensive, and they can be quite expensive. And Facebook ads have increased in prices in the past few years just because there's more demand for them. But people don't realize how much added exposure they're getting as well, just because people can be sharing the ad. Step number 5 is leveraging the latest social media features. There are some features that are very powerful, and because they've just been introduced, not a lot of people are using them, which means it's a great opportunity for you to leverage their power before more and more people start using them. One of them is Twitter Moments. So if you're a Twitter user, this is for you. You'll be interested in this feature. It allows you to turn several tweets into a slideshow story to benefit from more exposure and engagement. So if you've written several tweets about an event you're promoting, what you can do, if you want your tweets to be seen again, you can turn them into Twitter Moments. And it basically sews together all the tweets that you select about what you want to promote. So if you were promoting an event, you can select 5-6 tweets about that event and turn them into a Twitter moment. So for example, here is an example of a Twitter moment. And you know it's a Twitter moment if it's got that yellow little symbol here. Not sure if you can see my mouse here, but there's the arrow, that yellow little symbol, and that means it's a Twitter moment. It means that when people click on that tweet, they get to see all the tweets related to that event. If you were promoting your products, what you could do is you could write several tweets about your products. So one product, then a testimonial, then a video of you talking about your product, then a video demonstration about your product, whatever it is, and then take all these tweets about that product and turn them into a Twitter moment. So that will help you, of course, increase the views, the traffic you get, and of course the leads, and eventually the sales. Another great tool is Instagram Reels. So Instagram Reels allows you to create 15-second videos. So that's 15-second videos with audio and music and filters and effects. So you can make that video look really professional. And that 15-second video appears on the explore page of Instagram. So that means that more people get to see it, not just your audience, but anyone else checking out Instagram's explore page. and under the Reels tab. So as you can see here, this is a screenshot of an Instagram account. You can see the tab called Reels. So every time you create a reel, which is a 15-second video, and you can create 15-second videos really quickly, and they appear under a tab called Reels. So you've got basically 15 seconds to market your product. So as I said at the beginning, if an image is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth 1,000,000 words. So there's so much you can say in a video. So it's so powerful. And not only you get, it really is displayed on prime real estate. As soon as people check out your Instagram account, they can see the Reels tab. So they can see all the videos you create. And Instagram Reels also feature in Instagram's Explore page. So that's added exposure for you. So Instagram Reels, a great new tool that you can leverage. Not a lot of people are using that feature. So this is why it's something that if you get in early, you can really win and stand out from the audience, stand out from all the noise. Another great feature is Instagram Guides. So with Instagram Guides, it allows you to group Instagram posts together. So the same as Twitter moments, you can create what we call Instagram Guides. So you sew together different Instagram posts under a single theme and add commentary. So it almost creates like a slideshow of different Instagram posts. And it can be your own post or other users' posts. So let's say, for example, you were promoting an affiliate product. So you could, for example, have several posts about that affiliate product you're promoting, then include posts of other people maybe reviewing that product, or you could add posts that act as testimonials for that product, or if there's a video on how that product works, you can add that video, if it's a powerful video, into your Instagram guide. So that's very powerful because it's not only your own posts that you can include in your Instagram guide, but also other people's posts. So if people have published really powerful posts about a product you're selling that could really help you boost your sales, like it could be a video testimonial or a video demonstration, it could be screenshots of proof of how the product works, or pictures of proving how the product works, all that. You can take all these posts and turn them into Instagram guides, and they can become a really powerful tool to convince people to buy from you. So these extra features have really helped marketers and business owners sell more of their products. Another great feature that not a lot of people use, but it's so powerful, is Facebook dynamic ads. We talk a lot about Facebook ads, but Facebook dynamic ads were introduced and not a lot of people are talking about them. Not a lot of people are using them, which means, again, a window of opportunity for you to jump in early and stand out by using them. So the ads, so these types of ads, they're called dynamic because the ads automatically display relevant products from your website to people who've shown interest in them. So for example, let's say you're selling hats. I know there was this lady earlier on, she was selling Australian products. I think it was hats, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say a person has come onto your website and clicked on a product of yours. What Facebook will do is it will remember who has gone onto your website and say, hey, you like this hat, you might like these boots, or you might like this scarf too. So it sources automatically products from your website, other products that people might not have checked out or considered, and starts advertising them on their Facebook account. It's called Facebook dynamic ads because you don't have to do anything. Facebook actually goes and does all the work for you. It does all the job of retargeting all the people who've been on your website and showing them other products, other things they could be interested in without you having to advertise every single product that you have on your website. So Facebook dynamic ads, a great tool to increase your sales without having to do too much. All you have to do, there's a bit of tech stuff at the beginning that you'll need to do to set it up. You'll have to list all the products that you sell on your website, etc. But then once it's done, you don't have to do anything again. You just let Facebook do its magic. So as I said here, for example, people who have added an item in their shopping cart but didn't check out yet, what Facebook will do is will say, hey, it will create another ad, say, hey, by the way, you still have this item in your shopping cart. Make sure that you buy it before it runs out of stock, or something like that. And you've probably come across Facebook dynamic ads yourself, and you were like, wow, how does Facebook know that I've almost bought this item and didn't buy it yet? And you see these ads following you around on Facebook saying, remember to buy this. And by the way, this brand also sells this product and this product. And you sometimes wonder, well, how is that happening? How does Facebook know what I've done on another website? Well, it's through Facebook dynamic ads. And they're extremely, extremely powerful because they're extremely targeted. You're not spending money on advertising to random people. It actually shows ads to people who have already expressed an interest in your business by going onto your website. So it's so much easier to convert them into a sale than if you're just targeting anyone who fits the description of your target audience. You're actually targeting specific people who have taken action. So Facebook dynamic ads, very, very powerful. They look like this. So they look like normal ads. You wouldn't even know that it's a Facebook dynamic ad. And it's basically displaying other people's other products from a business. So probably the person has bought something from that business, and they're saying, by the way, you can also buy a lamp or a chair, etc. So that's what they look like. They look like standard ads. You wouldn't know that they're Facebook dynamic ads. So let's just recap the 5 steps. I hope you took lots of notes. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box. I will be answering your questions. So step number 1 is putting together your strategic plan. Don't do anything on social media until you have a goal and know exactly how you're going to achieve that goal using social networks. Step number 2 is optimizing your profiles. That's very important. It is your shop front, so you need to make the best first impression possible. Step number 3 is building your audience, because if you don't have an audience, you're wasting your time. If you don't have at least 1,000 people, then chances are you'll be spinning your wheels. Step number 4 is promoting your funnels. So you build an audience, build your list, and then you cover your marketing costs with a small offer of $5 to $10. And then step number 5 is using the little known features that allow business owners to sell more. So you leveraging the power of the latest social media features. Now, before I go into the Q&A, I want to talk to you a little bit about social media worldwide, what we can do. I know for those of you who are time poor, who'd like me and my team to do all this for you, then this is what you get if you decide to join our social media marketing agency. So you will get a social media manager if you decide to join our service. Thanks to your social media manager, you will have a strategic plan. So your social media manager will put together a strategic plan for you, and we'll track your social media, so to make sure that the goal set out and in the strategic plan are actually tracked and achieved and reached. And we will audit your social media. So we'll look at your social media. I will put my headphones on, I will record my screen, and I will audit your social media as well as part of this. And my team and I, so your social media manager and I, will execute your strategic plan. So once we send out to you your strategic plan for you to approve. Once it's approved, then we will actually execute it, because it's one thing to put together a strategic plan and another to actually execute it. So you get to choose which social network we will manage for you. So you've got the choice between Instagram or LinkedIn or Pinterest or Twitter or Facebook. And you can change. So 1 month we can do Instagram, the next month we can do Twitter. So you can change at any time which social network we manage for you. And the value of this is $997. Optimize social media profile. So we've got a branding team and a graphic design team as part of our agency. And once I look at all your social media and see what needs to be rebranded, optimized, the branding team and the graphic design team will actually create any branding, any logos, any images, any videos that need to be created. So you don't have to pay on top of that for a branding team or a graphic design team and pay for all these changes every time you make a change, because it's all included in the service. You can request unlimited images, unlimited social media videos, you can request logos and unlimited changes. It's all part of the service. So no extra charges there. So all your profiles are optimized for search, so that you look professional, so that your brand grows, and so that you become follow worthy, and so that you improve your brand recognition. It is very time consuming and it can become very costly to create images, to create branding, to create videos, to create logos. And this is part of the service as well. So the value of this is $4.97. This is minimum what you would pay just for someone to create a logo and a banner. We also do your audience building. I know that a lot of people reach a plateau when they've had a few hundred people follow them on social media. They reach this plateau where nothing happens after a couple of hundred people, a couple of hundred followers or fans. So what we do is we take care of that. We make sure we build your audience using the strategies that I've shared with you. So it can be through advertising, through a contest, through an influencer. So you have social proof so that you become an authority in your market, so your message gets out to more people. So using all these strategies, if you're happy for us to use them, we will build your audience, and the value of this is $5.97. It will take you months and a lot of money to try and do it yourself. So we take care of that as part of the service. This is what Caroline Nettle had to say. We started this company back in 2011. So she was one of my first clients back in 2011, so 10 years ago, and we've become great friends since. She said that thanks to this service, she built an audience of 46,000 followers. To this day, she still has these followers and uses that audience to drive traffic to anything she's currently promoting. So you'll have that audience for years and years. So you can really leverage that audience for years and years and promote to them over and over again. Because when we build that audience, that's it, that audience is yours. We can't take it away, right? So it will be yours for free. And this is what Grant had to say from Perth. He says that our work has directly improved his ability to attract new clients to the point he can't keep up with all the work that's coming in. And he has a local coffee business in Perth. Something else that is included in the service is content marketing. We do all the posts for you. So 2 posts a day, Monday to Friday, because I know that what's the most time-consuming thing on social media is to come up with engaging posts, to create the images or the videos for the post, to create the captions, to make them engaging, interesting, and it can take a lot of time. It can take a lot of time and resources. So we do that for you, 2 posts a day, Monday to Friday. So you can free up your time, reinvest it in your business in any other way. So you double your online exposure, because twice a day, people will get to see your brand name in their newsfeed. So you remain front of mind. So you nurture your audience, because without nurturing your audience, it's really hard to convert them into sales. The value of this is $4.97. Just the time you will save and the resources you'll save trying to do it yourself is worth it. We also take care of your lead generation management. So anyone on social media asking questions about your service, any direct messages you get or comments you get, we actually every day we log in and we answer them in a timely manner. So potential clients or potential leads don't slip through the cracks because you didn't log in one day on social media. We log in every single day and we manage any questions you get and any inquiries you receive. We also set up contests for you if you want to really increase your lead generation. We set up lead generation ads if you have a budget for that, if you have a budget for Facebook ads to really boost your lead generation. And the value of this is $5.97. So you don't have to set up contests yourself. We do it for you. You don't have to log in every single day on social media to try to see if someone has messaged you, asked a question. You don't have to set up ads to promote your landing pages. We do all that for you. You also get unlimited support. So you've got access to me and your social media manager by phone or by email, of course, if you prefer. And you also get expert advice for your campaigns and business. So as I said, we've been doing this for 10 years now. We've pretty much seen it all. We've helped people from all walks of life. We've helped established businesses. We've helped startup companies. We've helped authors and coaches, New York Times bestselling authors like Harry Dent, Alan Pease, Pat Mesiti, all these people we've helped. So you'll be in very, very good hands. We've got a lot of experience. So the value of this is $4.97. Pat Mesiti, we've helped him grow his database considerably thanks to our Facebook and Instagram marketing. Kevin O'Loughlin, he was starting from scratch, a new coaching business. And he said that thanks to our service, he was able to build a big list in just a few weeks. Harry Dent, New York Times bestselling author, world-renowned economist. Again, he uses our agency to promote anything he does in Australia. So you'll be in very, very good hands. So could you do this another way? Yes, of course. You could do it yourself. That goes without saying. But if you don't have the time or the patience for it or the skills for it, it can be a bit tricky. You can hire other social media agencies, but they start at over $1,000 a month. So it's not a cheap service if you're looking for someone to do it for you. An outsourcer from the Philippines or India would charge about $300 a month. That's about $3,600 a year. With our service, you won't even pay what an outsourcer costs. Now, if I could make this entire service extremely affordable to own, who would be interested in getting involved? Just type in yes in the chat box if I could really make it a no-brainer where the service pays for itself. And type in yes in the chat box because you're about to be blown away. I will remove cost as a barrier. Nik Cree says yes, fantastic. All right. Any other yeses coming through? Mark says yes, fantastic. Anne says yes, great. A few yeses coming through. That's good to see. Rob, yes, okay. Michael, okay, so let's recap what you get. You get a social media manager, optimized social media profiles, organic audience building, content marketing, lead generation management, unlimited phone and email support, over $3,600 in value. Here's why I'm going to give you an amazing offer today. We want your success story. You'll see that all our success stories feature on our website. So it's in our interest to make sure that you get returns from this service. So in order to do that, we need to work together. Now, remember, if you wanted to get this sort of exposure that I'm talking to you about, it's very costly. If you're not using social media, you'd be using probably print media ads. They cost from $3,000 and above. You could do SEO, cost from $1,000 and above. You could do telemarketing, cost about $50 an hour. So yes, there are other ways you can achieve the same results, of course, but they're very expensive. Social media right now is the most cost-effective way to market your business. That is it. I challenge you to find any more cost-effective way to market your business. So this service on our website, we charge 497 Australian dollars a month. So that's what people pay who sign up through our website, 497 Australian dollars a month. But I'm going to make it a no-brainer. So I'm going to remove price as a barrier, as I said, so the service actually pays for itself. I'm going to add 4 incredible bonuses when you take action right now. We'll slash off $100 off per month for up to 12 months. You don't have to stay with us for up to 12 months, but if you do, you still get the discount for up to 12 months and you can cancel at any time. So it's in our interest to make you successful because there is no lock-in contract. So it's up to us to make you successful. So it's our responsibility. We'll make sure we make you successful because there is no lock-in contract. And we'll take care of your Facebook and Instagram advertising. This is also something that can be really costly if you ask an agency to do it for you, or it can be very time-consuming if you do it yourself. So we will also do that for you. We usually charge just for Facebook and Instagram paid advertising. We charge $997. We will remove that fee as well. It is free for you. If you have a budget for ads, we will take care of running all your ads for you at no cost. And we give you a $50 advertising credit just to get you started so you don't have to fork out any money to start advertising on Facebook or Instagram. So we give you that $50 advertising credit so you can get started at no extra costs. So we will pay for your first $50 worth of ads. So you get really to make sure the service really pays for itself. And you also get access to our complete home study course. So I know that if your circumstances change and you want to do your social media marketing yourself, that is absolutely fine. You will have access to our complete home study course, so you know exactly what to do and take over from us should you cancel at any time. In that course, you'll master everything you need to know about Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So it's 3 courses in one. You can see on my website that this course sells for $585, but we give it to you for free for life, regardless of whether you stay with us or cancel the service. You keep that course. So you can't lose here. So it has everything you need to know about social media marketing, how to create viral campaigns on social media, how I make $80 to $100 a day from 3 social media funnels. So you get to see behind the scenes of what I do in my own business, of what's working. So you can just model that. I had to build a huge and engaged audience, had to get 300 leads a month. You'll see how I get 300 leads a month, and you can literally model, copy and paste what I do behind the scenes of highly profitable campaigns. As I said, we run campaigns for people such as Pat Mesiti, Alan Pease, Harry Dent. So you get to see behind the scenes of these campaigns. How to use Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter ads, the latest social media tools, basically everything there is to know about social media. I can't list here everything that's included, but you get this for free instead of paying this standard $585 for the course. So let's recap what you get. You get a social media manager, optimized social media profiles, organic audience building, the content marketing, 2 posts a day, Monday to Friday, lead generation management, unlimited phone and email support, the 100 monthly discount for up to 12 months, Facebook ad management, the $50 advertising credit, so you don't have to spend any of your own money on Facebook ads or Instagram ads, the social media 360 home study course, total value of $6,000. It's only 397 Australian dollars a month, and no lock-in contract. So you can start for 1 month, 2 month, pause, start again, cancel. There is no lock-in contract. Completely flexible. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose. There's only 5 spots available just because of all the bonuses that I've included. I'm opening this to only 5 spots, and I know they will be taken really quickly. They always do. When I open this up, the discount and the bonuses, the places get snapped up really fast. So it's not full scarcity. They are taken really, really fast. So go to socialmediaworldwide.com/special, and you'll get all the bonuses and the discount and the no lock-in contracts. So this really, really pays for itself, and you'll be in very good hands. Do you think you need this? Type in yes in the chat box if you think you need this. Only 397 Australian dollars a month. And you get this knockout bonus as well. We create your landing page for you. Something that stops people from building leads from social media is not having a landing page, or not having a high performing landing page, or not having a website developer who can set it up for them, or not having the technical skills to do it themselves. I know that this is an obstacle for a lot of people. I don't have a landing page, so I won't benefit from this service. Well, we build it for you. So this is, I put the value as $500. That's pretty much how much a website developer would charge you to build it for you. So we build it for you, and it's included. So this service really pays for itself. Just the landing page that you'll leave with, just the strategic plan, just the course, that it pays for itself. Go to socialmediaworldwide.com/special. It's only for the first 5 people. So make sure you grab it right now, quickly, before all spots are taken. Any questions now is the time to ask me. Type in your question in the chat box. For those of you who are signing up, welcome to the service. We will be in touch very, very shortly by email. Elena says, thank you for your time and information. Much appreciated. Fantastic. Thank you, Elena. Mark is saying, can I get a copy of the presentation? I believe there will be a replay, Nick. I think you're handling the replay side of things. Not too sure there.
Yeah, the replay will be up on YouTube tomorrow afternoon, so it'll definitely be available there. I'm not sure whether Mark was asking whether you can have the slides or not, but either way, it'll be up on YouTube.
The
link is in chat now too.
Fantastic. Aldwin says, great presentation, Cree. Love your work. I love your work, Aldwin. It's great to see your face, your smiley face. Again, it's been a long time. Any question now is the time. I see people are signing up to the service. Well done. You'll be in very, very good hands. Anne is asking, are you able to retrieve my social media accounts? Twitter has over 2,000 followers, and they won't release this because I changed telecom. We can look into it. Definitely, we can help you. We have retrieved social media accounts. It just takes a bit of time and back and forth with them, but definitely something we've done in the past. So we can look into it for sure, Anne. It can be really frustrating when social media locks your accounts, when you've changed something, you've changed your primary email address, or you made some changes or lost your password. It can be really tricky, but not impossible. Any other questions? Now is the time. So socialmediaworldwide.com/special. Grab your spot there. You will be in very good hands. So over to you, Nick, if any other questions you have.
Awesome. Well, we've put the link to socialmediaworldwide.com/special into the chat. So you can go and click on it. In fact, I was talking to someone just the other day. There was an accountant up in Brisbane who's been using your service, absolutely raved about it. And
Alan?
Yeah, Ellen, yes, Alan Mason.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think I receive about 6 emails a day from Alan. So I definitely know who Alan is.
He is one proactive accountant out there. He's great, really.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, he said that you've done heaps of really good stuff for him for, I think, was it his book, was it?
His book as well, yes. Yeah, he's just launched his book. It's just been published a few days ago. So yeah,
awesome.
Working hard on that.
Excellent. Well, look, thanks very much for your generosity tonight and everything you've given us tonight. I'm down here madly sort of scratching notes. I've been on social media for years, but there's definitely some things that you've spoken about tonight that I'm not doing. Right. So this has been awesome. So thanks very much for your time. Let's give Corinna a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
And now you do. Oh, sorry. Was there a question?
I just wanted to say to Corinna, if I can opt out any time, because if this doesn't fire up, I'm not going to continue. So if I start and I go for 2 or 3 months, I can go without any problems.
Yeah, there's no lock-in contract. You can take over at any time. You'll have the course, so you'll know exactly what to do. You'll have the strategic plan. The strategic plan is for 12 months, so you'll know what to do for the next 9 months. You'll have the strategic plan, so you'll be able to execute it, and you'll have the course on how to do that. So you'll be fine. And there's no lock-in contract. You can pause, start again, cancel. Yeah, completely flexible.
I think I'd like to try on that basis.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it. You'll be in good hands.
Okay.
And based on what you were saying at the beginning there, Anne, that might be good. Like, I've known Corinna for a long time, so she's definitely someone that would know how to extricate you from that situation you've been in. So well worth the chat. If you just click on that link in the chat there, then yeah, definitely well worth it.
Yeah.
Can you see the link in chat?
Yeah, I've got chat here. Oh, the link in.
Yes. No, I put the link into chat, socialmediaworldwide.com/special. If you haven't got it, we can. I can share it through you.
I've got it.
Yep, good. Okay, good as gold. All right. Well, now you have a door prize for a lucky winner tonight as well, too, don't you, Corinna?
I do.
Excellent. Do you want to unshare your screen, and then we'll go through and draw that. There we go. So tell us what the prize is.
So it's a social media calendar. So it outlines all the different special events every single day that happen that you can post about. So it basically tells you what you should be posting pretty much almost every day based on special events that occur worldwide. So there's like events such as Child Protection Week, for example, or there's events like Mother's Day and Father's Day. Any special events that people talk about on social media is outlined in that calendar. So you get to know what you should be posting, what's happening. So you're not irrelevant. When you're posting on social media, you're not posting something that's irrelevant that day for that special event. So it's a good little tool to have.
All right, so we have a special way of drawing this, which is our wheel of names. So everybody's name is in here. Now remember, you need to be here in order to win it. If you're not here, then we'll redraw it. In fact, you'll never know because you weren't here. So let's spin the wheel. And this calendar is hugely useful. We use a calendar for our social media like this, and it just takes a lot of time and effort out of it. It's so good. So here we go. Spin the wheel. Drum roll, please. And our lucky winner is, oh, look at that, Anne Taylor.
Oh, there you go.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
How good is that, eh? I always say these draws always go to the people that want it the most or need it the most. So there we go.
Okay.
All right, old one, are you still here as well?
Yes, I am.
All right.
And I have 2 tickets to give away to the free Publicity Secrets Masterclass. Next event is on Friday from 8 a.m. till noon Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's worth $97 for the ticket. If you have already attended before, you can either re-attend or I'll exchange it with a media strategy one-on-one, and that's worth $497.
And what a perfect thing to have tonight as well too. You know, you've got all of this social media love and attention, and you get to tell people about it in the media. All right, let's try this again. And drum roll, please. Now, lucky winner here is, it's on the line. Oh, Mike Palmer.
Hi, Mike.
Are you still here, Mike? Don't tell me Mike's disappeared, has he? No, there he is. There he is. Excellent. That's if you just drop your email address or contact details into Aldrin and chat, you two can get together and organise how it will happen. It's all online, I think, isn't it, Aldrin?
It is online, yep. Or you may prefer a one-on-one session to Michael. So either one is fine. Well done. Congratulations.
Perfect.
And our next winner.
And we have one more. All right.
Yes,
Let's
one
spin
more.
the wheel here. And here's our next lucky winner is, well, who? Tracy Ellis. Tracy here? Is she here?
Doesn't look like it.
No, Tracy's gone.
No.
All right, she's out. Let's spin it again. Jeepers, that's ruthless, isn't it, eh? All right, this time we have, looks like JF Tixerant. JF, are you here? Yes, he is. Awesome.
Congratulations, JF. Just put your details in there, or I'll put my link tree in the chat.
Yeah. I'm here. So you want me to put my details in the chat? Is that?
Yes, but in case it closes off before we get to save it, here's my
Just send
link
it to
there.
you. Okay.
In the chat, there's my link tree, which has got all my social media links.
Okay.
And also, I have an event tomorrow. If I could just quickly announce that, Nick, I have a free event tomorrow, a mass media tribe event, which is also around media as well. It's streaming media, the future of global broadcasting. I've got a guest speaker coming from Holland talking about that, who runs Ski TV International. So it's going to be a great event tomorrow from 12 till 2 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Mass Media Tribe, and the link is in that link tree as well.
I got that there. Fantastic. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, what an awesome night that has been tonight. So for those that want to catch it again, it will be up on the Smash Go YouTube channel. The best way to get that is if you go there now and subscribe, hit the little bell beside the subscribe button. You'll see it after you subscribe, little bell will come up, and then you'll get a notification as soon as the video has been uploaded. So the link to YouTube is now in the chat now. And remember to save the chat. Now's a good time to save the chat with those 3 little dots at the bottom right hand side. Save to computer, and then you've got all of those links to check out at your own time. And if you want to get in touch with Corinna, remember her website again is socialmediaworldwide.com, and that link that she's got tonight, I don't know whether it's full or not yet, is socialmediaworldwide.com/special. So once again, thanks for your time tonight. Oh, it's actually today for you, I think, in Dubai, isn't it? It's the middle of the day. So thanks, Corinna.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right. And one last thing too, last week's session was all about doing your own search engine optimization. Well, in fact, it was how you can dominate the first 6 pages of search like I do. If you are interested in any sort of following that up further, I think you're putting together a program for that. So if you are interested, we don't have it yet launched. If there's enough interest, then we'll possibly put that on. We'll pop the link into chat here as well too. If you are, just let us know. We'll ask you some questions about what you are interested in that, and if it looks like something that's going to be worthwhile to you, then we'll look at putting something on there. All right, that is a wrap for tonight. Go and have a sensational evening. Go and relax, and look forward to seeing you back here, same time, same place next week. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the Business Owners Smashing It Online podcast. You can also find me on social media and online. Just search for Business Owners Smashing It Online and Nik Cree, spelled Nikree, all one word. If you like this and want to hear more, subscribe now. Until next time, don't be a slave to your business. Get your business working for you.